win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
From long range, the danger of the Greek freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo, hand in his face, still knocks it down for three.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for fourth in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw good. A three-point play. And they're back within single digits. Down by 9. Kyrie across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Turner to Antetokounmpo. Gets it in the left corner. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Working it outside. LeBron into the front court. His guys down by 9. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a problem city.
Irving goes to the right side. Antetokounmpo. Not that time. He missed it. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To James. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Irving. Gets a shot up off the mark. Mitchell with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. Count the basket inside.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Antetokounmpo. Butler. Jokic is there for the rebound. Mitchell with the basketball. The deficit now up to 5. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Antetokounmpo. No good. LeBron James. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
4-3. Not that time. To James. Has a look. Shot for Jokic. No good. Butler to bring it up. Leads 3. Here comes the screen. Butler to Irving. Antetokounmpo.
Get the board.
No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Adetokunbo lobs it up. That's going to be out of bounds. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. LeBron matched up with Durant. Goes to the left side.
Hey, trap.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot.
Shooter.
Not that time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Screen on your left.
To Harden. Beyond the arc for 3. That won't go.
I ain't missing no more.
James matched up with Harden. Slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
And look out.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To James. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 73%. Knocks down the first.
Okay.
Able to convert on both free throws.
There we go. Yes, sir. I got ball.
Here comes the screen. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant to Harden. Fires the 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Mitchell with it up top. His guys now trailing by a point. Flushes it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Harden guarded by Towns. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. So possession will stay right where it is. Durant. There's the toss with the interception. Great defensive play.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Donovan Mitchell with the block. Fourth this contest.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Here we go. My ball,
LeBron
my ball.
into the front court. Up by 3. Driving right to the basket. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Kawhi Leonard, Harden's on him. To James. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Karl Anthony Towns able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
LeBron James wants it. Can't connect.
Second ball.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Missed the foul shot. Kevin Durant sends it away. Almost lost it. The possession, it's still theirs. Towns. LeBron James. Tough matchup against Durant. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Ankle check right here.
Now a steal on a very lazy pass there.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Donovan Mitchell trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Mitchell against KD. Has a chance. Mitchell shot, no good. To Durant.
Don't even play with him, CJ Martin.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw up and good. 3-point play. Gets them back to within a point.
Coming right.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Jokic knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. To Harden. Curling inside.
What's up, man?
To Butler.
ISO.
Here comes the screen.
Switch that.
Jimmy Butler. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Mitchell cleans it up. Jimmy Butler swats it. Incredible. 6 tonight.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Trying to cash in. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Mitchell, that's off the side of the rim, short. Here comes the intentional foul. They'll get it with 12 seconds left.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Nope, first one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. They'll regroup before the action continues. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
With the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The East All-Stars got the win in a close game. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the East. The West must be devastated after such a close loss. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the West All-Stars.
Game traffic. Assists.
I was really impressed by the way these teams shared the ball. As you can see in these highlights, the ball movement was spectacular. It can't be said enough. The extra pass can make all of the difference.
The All-Star Game MVP. Who was cold?
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.